You are now tuned in to the recap with the GoodFellaz podcast.
Real topics, real talk, real entertaining.
Yo, check this out.
Analyzing the market right now, what do you think? Is this a good time to invest? Is crypto really something people need to get into? Should we think twice? Is there a market bubble? Just generally, how do you feel about this market situation?
That's an interesting question. Before I even got on here, I was actually in a clubhouse room for about 3 hours learning about crypto, right?
Okay.
And what people are doing with their investments. So the first thing I will say is that this is not financial advice at all.
We just talking.
Yeah, we just talking. It's not financial advice. But what I will say is there are a lot of people out there, and I'm not just talking 30-year-olds, 25-year-olds. I'm talking about 17, 16-year-olds that's learning the game right now. They're learning to invest. I got some money in crypto. I do. Where I got a couple of projects that I'm investing in right now, holding on to that. And I would say the one thing that we didn't have growing up was people telling us about how to invest in any type of stock markets or anything that you can invest in. And crypto is going to change the game. I really see it, because when you talk about global work, right? We talk about global work, and I won't get too deep in it. Again, it's not financial advice, but when I go over to the Philippines and I realize that I have to, my currency has to change from US dollars to pesos, right? And how they're making a fee off of that exchange. And my dollar goes a lot longer out in Philippines than it does here, right? I'm looking to go back, by the way, looking to invest in some buildings over there, maybe even a school. But it just started getting me thinking, like, what else could I really invest in, right? What could I? And so crypto is interesting because it's worldwide. So if there's a project that the people value as important and valuable, then it becomes important and valuable. Because if you think about it, right, before the printing of a dollar, how do we know how do we exchange things that were valuable? What type of things did we exchange?
Yeah.
Clothes, silk,
Gold,
herbs, gold if you had gold, right? Spices, right? All different types of things, right? That were valuable because we deemed it as valuable. And crypto's doing the same thing. I got my ears to the streets right now, and there's a lot of businesses are trying to figure out, how can I sustain myself over the years with this new currency that could actually not only build my brand, because people are building their brand off of crypto. So you got to understand something. The most powerful thing you can invest in, which I talked about it earlier, my mom said, is yourself. And if you want to take that a little bit deeper, it's your IP. It's your intellectual property, right? It's one of the most powerful things that you can invest in. Every single person that's hearing my voice right now, you have a service that you literally can sell right now. Hey, there's somebody that and we'll take it this way. There's somebody right now that knows more about fixing leaks in their house, right? Because they were so broke, they couldn't hire the person to fix the leaks. They had to learn it themselves, right? And now they got all this experience. But if you package that in the right way, you brand it the right way, guess what? You can make an extra $300, $400 a month just off your intellectual, your IP, right? Just off the information experiences that you know. And so that's what I'm seeing with crypto right now. There's a lot of people who have these vision. They have a vision for what the world will look like, and people are believing in that. They're aligning with it, and that's why crypto is becoming very powerful.
So Sean Montana, I know you had another question for my man Chris.
Is dog coin going back up?
What?
Brother, I have no clue. Man. I can't even believe a meme coin shot up that quickly after.
Yeah.
Well, I heard a lot of people had invested in it almost 4 or 5, 6, 7 years ago. So imagine those people who invested when it was like less than a penny. They made some money at 60 cents. So I don't know, man. I have no clue.
All right.
Hey, Shy, you got some Dodge?
So what?
You got some Dodge coin in your investment portfolio?
Oh hell yeah! I made my money back, and I'm still holding a bunch of them.
Yeah, you got to, right?
So, the thing about that Dogecoin, man, and stuff like that, I think it's the one thing is good is that it's getting more people to start asking questions about the stock market, and that's been a place where only a certain percentage of the population knew how to read it, knew how to use it, knew how to manipulate it.
Yeah.
And now you see a lot of that power being taken out of the upper echelon's hands, and you're watching them panic. And it's amazing to see. But yeah, like all this technology, man, and these are, you imagine these people who are doing these things, they're not, some of these are young kids, know how to do these things.
They're young kids with this.
With the phone.
Well, if you got this, it's the most powerful thing that you have in your hand. As long as you understand what it does,